You are now listening to the Pip Chasers podcast.
Broke and stupid will never be the same again.
And what's really, really bad is being broken and stupid.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the second episode of the Pip Chasers podcast. It's your boy Jimmy FX. I'm here in the building. Today's topic, we're going to just be firing off about investing and trading. Due to the fact that we have like this marketing deal going, there's been a lot of branding for the Trade Game official brand. And with that came some new followers. And I've been getting a lot of DMs from you guys. And I just want to get straight into the topic of telling y'all that learning to trade is not something that you should look at as a get-rich-quick scheme. I mean, I know that coming into it, that's the way it's presented to y'all. But that's just the glamour and glitz of it to try and get you to, you know, spend a couple dollars. It is a business. I'm not going to sit here and just bash and call everything a scam. But at some point, you do have to do your own due diligence on how you invest your money, you know, because at the end of the day, y'all have to understand that there's people out here that know how to trade but don't trade. There's people out here that know how to market but don't know how to trade. The MLM people, and I definitely want to get into this topic right now, one of the main people I see who are the culprits of like the fake trading situations. And I really don't get how the MLM people can be so ungrateful to the MLM when it taught you how to market and finesse your own subscribers. And I know that came off like, oh man, Jimmy just took a shot, but let's just call it what it is for a second. You guys are like the best marketers on YouTube. Do you not notice that the biggest traders on YouTube are the ones that came from the MLMs? And they keep talking about how it was a pyramid scheme. They didn't learn anything. They didn't learn how to trade. They just learned how to recruit. Well, it seemed like all of you guys came to YouTube and did some very, very, very great recruiting, didn't it? So I feel like to a degree, I should be grateful for that MLM, because I know I never was in an MLM. I got wind of one of those immediately and knew it was nonsense. But then some people look like they turned around and embraced it. And a lot of you guys are giving these traders these ideals that they could go to these brokers and win. And granted, some of y'all are making money trading, but the majority of y'all are not. And y'all are not very honest with these people either, because now that I've been doing all of this business and digging and, you know, looking at which brokers to use, I have affiliate links, referral links in the description of all my YouTube videos. I see that these deals are very intriguing for you to send people to these brokers. But the problem with these brokers is they're 90% offshore that you send them to. And most of these brokers are not even giving people live trades. And I feel like there's not enough people on the social media platforms who talk about that. And that's one of the things that I think should be really, really brought to the light more. Now, is it a bad thing? I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it is a bad thing. But however, it's not necessarily that bad, because let's be real. Some people are going to make money in withdrawal, because if people don't withdraw, then everyone's going to think it's a scam and no one's going to trade on that broker. So you can be the 10% that make it. But for all of y'all that make it, you know that people lose for y'all to get that money. And there's no way around that in trading. And that's the part that makes it dangerous for you if you don't vet the person you spend your money with. So I hope that you people start realizing, stop clicking buttons and falling for the marketing and look at the results and say, hey, this is what I want to do. This is the type of trading I want. And follow those traders that are going to help you. Now, I'm not saying these other traders are not good to follow and watch and spend money with. I mean, hey, if it's entertaining and you like it, by all means, break bread. You know, support your favorite content creators. But some of these people are just content creators and marketers. And that's why I feel like I maybe was put here for a reason to talk about that and express that. So please be careful, because now that we have the marketing deal going, I've been getting a lot of people coming to me and they're like very excited about trading and getting into the AI and automation. And I even had some orders that I had to refund when I woke up, because I had like 700 impressions, way over what my normal amount of impressions were when I started the campaign. The next day with the marketing campaign, it was way more people in my DMs and way more messages, way more followers. And I'm speaking to y'all and I'm interacting with y'all, but I need y'all to understand, like, look, I'm not here to finesse you, because not all money is good money. Don't get me wrong. I see that there is a lane for this, but the problem for me is I don't want that kind of money, because I don't want to have to look over my back. And, you know, some of the software I have is what we call high ticket items. It costs a couple dollars. I don't want to be selling people something and they take it like they got finessed or some kind of scam, and next thing you know, you're out at some kind of convention or something, and people are looking for you. So I had to mute myself because I was coughing part of that. So I just want people to be clear on what it is that they're doing and understanding that learning to trade is like going to college. It's a skill. Shout out to the robots talking. It's a skill that you learn, and it takes time to learn it. If you could learn to trade in 2 days, 2 weeks, everybody would be trading and making money. Of course, the majority of people fail because they don't get that. So I want you people to start really using your head and understanding that that is not how this is going to work for you, especially if you want to be profitable consistently or long term and trade. It's a great feeling when you wake up and you can trade if you want, don't trade, do what you want. You don't have to go punch in the clock, go to a job you hate, go work with coworkers who have nothing going on. Everyone's a robot. There's no soul. It's the same redundant cycle. I did it for 21 years as a machinist, and man, I would never want to go back to that. That was like living in hell compared to what I'm doing now. So I could tell you from being on the other side of the fence that it ain't easy to get there. It ain't easy to get there. So please, vet these traders that you deal with. If you don't like the results, it may be time for you to keep it trucking. Now, I've been getting a lot of messages, and I made a video about this where people have been asking me, how come, they're not being able to stay consistent? And the reason you may not be able to stay profitable consistently is because once you start winning, once you start losing, right? You know that the strategy works, but now you start doing different things and trying to jazz it up and spice it up, and you start losing. So then you do what they call a cycle of doom, where you just take that now and you just try to repeat it, and you go, hey, it's not working, and you start changing. When you really just need to stick to what's not working because it worked before, and just add to it and build on it so you can increase the win rate. That's how you become consistently profitable, because then you know what's not working and you know what to do in those conditions. That's going to teach you how to stop losing. You can't run from the losses and then think that when you run from the losses, by switching up, you're going to be more profitable. Now you're starting all over. So it's a cycle of doom where you win, lose, change up, start over, win, lose, change up, start over. It's a cycle. So you got to take whatever's winning. Like I tell people, if you got like a 60% win rate on your strategy and it loses 40%, that 40% can be worked on. You don't have to throw it out. You know what I mean? Now, if it's losing 60% and winning 40, you might want to consider getting rid of that, or doing a whole lot of revamping, or even sitting down with somebody and going over that strategy so that you can figure out why it's doing that, okay? But at the end of the day, like I said, if your win rate is over 50%, it's probably not the strategy. It's probably you and some kind of bad habit you have where once you go through that cycle of losses, you start changing up stuff. And I did it. That's how I know. Just this time last year, I was still messing around with my strategies, but I've been profitable for the last 2 summers. But that first year, I kept jumping from strategy to strategy to strategy because I was on YouTube. I was trying to learn these traders' strategies, and I couldn't win. And I'm not going to regurgitate that story because I tell this story quite a bit on YouTube. So I'm not going to tell that story again. However, I will tell you that the bottom line was that was the problem right there. I should have just stuck to what was working, because I was always able to get profitable from the beginning. But my main problem in the beginning was I would win and then give everything back. Especially on Fridays. I would be killing the market Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday I would just end up giving all my profits back when I was ready to withdraw. I would have a couple $1,000s built up over the week, and then Friday would come and boom, I would give it all back. I did that for a whole summer, my first summer trading. I would have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I think I got up to 11 G's and gave it back. And I don't know why I had this habit of taking trades and building up my account on Forex, and then I would switch to indices and take the same trades. And I had a real problem with lot sizes because I would take the same lot, but you can't take the same lot on an indice as a Forex pair and think you're gonna, if you lose, the loss is so dramatic. And that's what I was doing. I was losing so profusely with the same lot size, so that means the loss was much greater. So if I took a 0.10 on GJ and I hit 400 pips, y'all already know that means what I made. What did I make? I made $100, right? Now imagine taking a 0.10 on NAS and losing 100 pips. So that was the difference. You know what I'm saying? And I would do that. I would start getting confident. And as soon as I had some money in my account, I would say, okay, that's more money for me to risk. Let me take the risk over to the indices. When I didn't realize that you got to have your strategies way more tighter when you switch over to indices than when you trade Forex. Like when you trade Forex and you switch to gold, you got to come with a whole different approach. Then when you trade indices, you got to come with a whole nother approach right then and there too. So I was just getting my boost smoke like that. And that was the main problem. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to really buckle down and look at the win rate of your trades. And when you look at the win rate, if your win rate is over 50%, it's probably not the strategy. It's just you need to build on it more to boost your win rate higher. You got to look at what the things is that's wrong and improve those. And in improving those, your win rate will go up. Does that make sense? You know, I hope it does. So that was the main thing with that. But I'm going to get back to the MLM thing after we take a commercial break. I'll be right back.
Are you looking to make extra profit or getting ready to take a prop firm challenge? Then this trading system is just right for you. Welcome to our top-of-the-line elite trading system, the Pyrex Vision. This is our best work to date. Here we have 8 of my best moves locked into one trading system for anyone to use and start their journey to becoming a professional trader. Scalpers simply click Scalp Mode 1 or 2 for lower time frames and quick entries. Or, if you want to take long-term trades on higher time frames, click the Intraday or Swing Mode button. Sit back and let the robot do the rest. We focus on high probability, quality trades, and with our AI personality integrated, you will never miss a trade again. Turn on the EA and let it tell you everything the market is doing. And, with your permission, my Pyrex Visions will become your reality. Log on to TradeGameOfficial.com now and see what system you would like to add to your collection of elite trading tools today.
Yes, so we are back from another break. You know, until we get some sponsors, I guess you know who the sponsor of the show will be, TradeGameOfficial.com. For those who want to know, go there to check out some of the new AI software and robots that we have available. Check the Pyrex Vision out. That's the ultimate system, 25 strategies built into one. You do get to check that out on its own. Now, you have the Bank Series for those who want some of the strategies, but not all of them, and that'll get you started. We have sophisticated AI talking robots. Those robots have a male version and a female version. We have Alana and we have Alfred. You can pick one of those. Now, we have different strategies, so we have different AI. Depends on what you want to do. Me, personally, I started out on the Cloud Breakout, and from there, I went into the Bank Series, and from there, y'all know the rest of the story. So that is what we have available. So do check out TradeGameOfficial.com for the latest in AI trading software. So we're back, and yeah, that's what I want to tell you about. These MLM traders are very intriguing to me because when you see them, they're bashing the MLM, but they make some of the greatest marketers, and they all have these deals with these offshore brokers that trade against you. And by trade against you, I mean they book you on a non-live account, and they do these things with the trade to, you know, hit your stop loss or just get you out of the trade. Now, is it severe? I mean, it's up to you how you want to look at it. I know when I have one-on-ones with some of my clients and we both open our charts, when we show each other's charts on the same pair, same trade, same time frame, same everything, we have different prices. The ADR is different, and that's the average daily range for those who don't know how we trade. And we sit up there and we just look amazed. You know, there's times when I go live on YouTube and I show my trades, and if you look at my MT4, it says not connected. And there's a lot of features disabled on my MT4. Now, thank God that I use AI. So the AI is already in the back office of the MT4 working, and it's able to trigger trades as long as the price is moving, it will trigger the trade, right? And price is moving even though my MT4 is locked. And I'm always able to trigger those trades, and due to my formula, I'm able to manage the trade through the robot. But if it wasn't for that, I would be horrible, man. I would have lost way more trades had I not been aware of these things. But this is stuff that is limited knowledge due to the fact that most traders don't code and make their own robots, so they don't have access or they're not privy to the information. So I'm not going to say that this is intentional on their part, but I feel like this is something that people need to be more knowledgeable of and wake up about. So I feel like MLM traders who are on YouTube, who have that 50K, 100K, and better subscriber count that you make money from, whether y'all want to say it's a little bit of money or not. I know I only got 1,000 subscribers, and I made a little bit of money from that already on YouTube. So if I can make that little bit of money from 1,000, I mean, I can't see you saying you have 100K and say you're not making no money to pay your bills off YouTube. I don't believe you. Not at all. So, or you just not optimizing the amount of money, which, hey, if you're trading, you probably don't even have time for that, which I get it. But it's a lot of disingenuous things going on. And I feel like it's corralling people and leading them to the slaughter. So I'm here to try and speak out a little bit about that without trying to, ruffle feathers. Because I'm still not 100% sure some of these traders even actually know what's going on. There's people on this platform that are very popular, have a lot of followings. And when they speak, you could tell they really don't know what's going on with the brokers as much as I do. And like I said, it goes back to what I just said 2 minutes ago. They're just not privy to what's happening, which I get, and I'm privy to it because of the software. So I see the differences, but I just wish people who were not in that cycle of doom, the 90% of traders, will realize, hey, maybe I'm a sheep. Maybe I'm preaching the same rhetoric, and maybe that's what's causing this percentage to be so high, because it is. So overall, I hope that people catch on and y'all start waking up. And I see now that I have the marketing deal in place, I'm starting to see I'm waking up some of you guys slowly but surely. And I hope that continues. And I hope more people become successful at trading. I hope more people take it serious. And I really hope more people just become more practical about the results and how to get those results. Because a lot of people are just looking for fast, easy ways to do this. And that is just not how this is going to work. So overall, I hope people just stick to their guns and just realize that you got to treat this like becoming a doctor or a lawyer. You got to really study and put in time. You can't play with it. You can't be too safe with it. You got to take risks. You got to take chances. And you just can't be passive. I really want to say PUSSY. You can't be that way with this, because a lot of y'all are just scary Marys, man. And that's not how you got to come into this. You got to approach this thing head on. And you got to treat it serious you got to treat this like the best opportunity you'll ever have in your life, and that's the best way to go about it. I know for me, when I seen this, I knew this is what I wanted, and I stuck to it. And 3 years later, I have not been back to a 9 to 5 yet. And knock on wood, let's do that right now, that I never have to. My friends are talking to me about going back to work who left with the COVID situations, and I'll just be listening like, yeah. Because you can't tell everybody everything. And one thing I won't do is I won't try to play myself up. If anything, I play myself down, because, it's a rough world out there. I just came from the Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy saw me and he asked me for money. And I give this guy money like all the time there, man. And I told him, I said, hey, if I keep giving you money, I'm going to have to claim you on my taxes. And he thought that was funny. He says, well, maybe I could get one of those chains you got. I'm like, I gave him a card for trading. When I drove off, I saw him throw the card in the garbage. And I wasn't upset about it. I mean, I kind of knew that he was in the position he was in because that was his mindset. But it just goes to show you, people just don't take opportunity serious nowadays. They just want everything handed to them. They literally want some man to take care of him and hand him money. And is there something wrong with that? Of course it is. Definitely. A man should not think that another man should be taking care of him. If anything, if a man is showing you how to fish, you need to be grateful he's giving you a pole. You mad he didn't give you the fish. But you should be glad he's giving you a pole and showing you how to use it so you don't need him. You can fish on your own. And that's the main problem. A lot of people want to fish and they don't want to get the pole and they don't want to get their hands dirty. They don't want to sit there and they don't want to take time and wait for the fish to bite on it. The bait. They just want, hey man, where's the fish? I'm like, well, you know how that fish got on his plate? I went out there for hours and threw bait into the water and sat there in the sun and waited till I caught these fish, and you want me to just turn around and give them to you? So that's that. And I hope this stuff is not going over people's heads, man. This podcast is not really getting promoted, so it's getting a little slept on. But for the few of y'all who get it, I'm going to start trying to do more marketing behind my stuff so people can get this content. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. But this episode is not going to be as long as the last one. There's no need to just keep rattling and talking. I just wanted to get in here and try to be consistent with putting these episodes out. If you are a member on YouTube for $4.99, you get these episodes a week early, just to let you know that. For those of you who are not, you're getting them a week late. It's okay. We are on all major streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you stream your podcast, we're there. Do like, follow, and subscribe to all of us on all these platforms, okay? I'm having trouble speaking. But anyway, it's your boy, Jimmy FX. I'm out of here, and that's the end of this episode, man. You know, hopefully I could get more people from the Discord in here. When I put out the address in the Discord, people didn't really have a great response, and I'm not chasing nobody to mess with me. I'm not begging nobody to mess with me. I'm not a social person like that anyway, so I'll sit up here and talk all day by myself if I have to, just to get this where it need to be. Just like I sat up there and traded 2 summers by myself to get where I'm at. So obviously the work ethic is there. Y'all see it. Y'all see the results. Not too many people I see could trade like I'm trading. So definitely I'll put the same effort into get my own content out by myself. It don't bother me a bit. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to the Pip Chasers podcast. I'm out of here. Peace.
Ever wondered if there was a less stressful way to trade, or tired of missing opportunities to catch pips? Bank Series has you covered. From scalping intraday to swing trading strategies, trade any currencies, metals, stocks, and even crypto. Then this sophisticated, talking AI has you covered. Pick a system that best suits your desires, apply it to your chart, and let the robot tell you when it sees a potential setup. Then decide to take the trade yourself or let the AI enter for you with a fully fleshed out setting that allows the AI to manage your trade for you, from floating stop loss to trailing stops. Taking a prop firm challenge? Don't worry, our bank system has risk management setting that you can turn on and never have to worry about if you're risking too much on any position. You can even tell the AI what time to start trading. So what are you waiting for? Pick one of our AI personalities and start your journey now.
You are now listening to the Pip Chasers podcast.
Broke and stupid, will never be the same again.
And what's really, really bad is being broken stupid.